Top five teams in the NBA. We'll go ahead and get right into it, okay? First one I'm going to start with, and this is in no order. We'll rank them at the end. But we're going to start out with the Lakers. The Lakers are loaded, all right? And I mean loaded with depth. They got good players, but they got depth, okay? Listen, hear me out. Starting with the LeBron James, of course. LeBron, the king, the big man, yeah, LeBron James. They've got Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, who are pretty good too. Okay, right? Anthony Davis, competing for a MVP trophy this year, has already stated that he'd like to play every single game of the season, that that's his goal. Now, whether or not he reaches that goal, it is what it is. But I like it. I like the effort. I like it. Like the goals. All right, next we got Christian Wood, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves had a great year last year. Rui Hachimura, dude's a baller. I don't know if you guys haven't seen him play. That man is literally a shooter, rebounder, defensive player. I mean, anyways, good. Jared Vanderbilt, Cam Reddish, Jackson Hayes, Max Christie, and Taurean Prince. They're loaded with depth, okay? They got a lot of guys that can play, a lot of hoopers. That's what we'll say. The Lakers have some star power, and then they got some hoopers. Some guys that can come in and they can ball out when they need to or ball out if they have to. But that's the Lakers. Next, we got the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns have Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal. Yes, you heard that right. They got Bradley. That was a crazy move to get him, but they got him. Devin Booker, dude, what did he drop? 70 points in a game at one point. Like, dude's the sickest sharpshooter in the NBA, along with the other sickest sharpshooter in the NBA, the assassin, and KD. You got Eric Gordon and Jusuf Nurkic. I know who he is. It's just tough to say his name, okay? But that's a really good squad, right? You got a lot of ISO guys. Literally, you have three ISO guys. Bradley, who played that his whole last year, just being an ISO player. Devin Booker, who played it before Kevin Durant got there, ISO player. KD, ISO player. You got three guys that can get you a bucket at any point. Now, if they learn to put it together, and I know KD and Devin did, but if all three of those guys learn to put it together, it's going to be a hard team to stop, dude. A very, very hard team to stop. Got Eric Gordon as a great defender. That way you don't have to just depend on your star power to play defense as well. But if they have to, they can. And all three of those guys that I called out as stars, great defensive players too. Next, the Denver Nuggets, the former champions. Put some respect on their name, dog. They got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who's not one of their stars, but I just thought I figured to start out with that because that adds depth. All right, depth that Denver did not have a lot of, but they still did a really good job. You got Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, the Joker. You got him. You got DeAndre Jordan as another big man who allows Joker not to have to play other teams' big man. All right, just like you would get a secondary guard that plays defense, so you don't have to wear out your offensive superstar that possibly is a guard. Great move. Good. I like that by Denver. Already called Aaron Gordon. You got Reggie Jackson, great defender, and also a great offensive player too, not just the defensive player. And then Jamal Murray. Need I say more? Jamal Murray is a playmaker. That man has been fighting to get a superstar status by his name for a long time, and I think he finally proved it this last year. But next, let's move on. The Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics coming in with Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, Al Horford, even though he's old, still effective. Kristaps Porzingis, who's playing much better with Boston than he has in his previous years with his other teams. Jason Tatum, Derek, now I am bald white. Man used to have a crazy hairstyle. But like you found a lollipop in the bottom of the couch. Literally was like Trae Young's twin. But now he's bald. It's good. You got Peyton Pritchard, who last year had a very good year to be a player who's not a superstar. Man had a solid year last year. Look for him to have a better year this year too. And to my team, Golden State Warriors, coming in, and I know I don't have to read the list, but I'm going to start off with what I put on here. Andrew Wiggins, Steph Curry, Chris Paul, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Dario Saric, Gary Payton Jr., Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, and Kayvon Looney. Now, I know not all of those guys are superstars, but since it's my team, figured I'd elaborate on all the players that they have. They have depth too. And I put them up there with the Lakers as far as teams that have a lot of depth. And that's what I'm looking for this year, for the first time having depth. But away from that, and I'll talk more about the Warriors at the end of this, but I think I'm going to go first. Got to give the reigning champions. You got to give it to Denver Nuggets. 2, I'm going Phoenix Suns. 3, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go the Lakers on this, just for star power. 4, I'm gonna go with the Boston Celtics. That's a tie between the Warriors and the Boston Celtics, but 4, I'm going to go Boston Celtics, and then 5, I'm going to go the Warriors. All right, and that's my ranking. But away from that, the Warriors. The reason why I'm so excited because now not only do we have depth, like we've had, a little bit here and there, but we have playmakers, and to me that's good. Jonathan Kuminga going into his, I believe it's his 3rd year. Him and Moses Moody, they played great last year. Did not receive a whole lot of minutes, and they were frustrated by it. Reports got out. We knew that. But we made a little bit of space this year, and we're going to give those guys more responsibility. And they deserve it. I mean, they're easily able to do it. But really looking for this team to come together by game 10, 15, possibly even game 20. But when they do, I think you're going to see a really good stretch from this team. But anyways, let me know what your top 5 teams are. I guess that's it.